good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Crystal Clear Show. I'm your host, Crystal, and it's my passion to help professionals 13 over get unstuck from their corporate 9 to 5 jobs to launch and grow a successful six-figure business with my Crystal Clear blueprint. And today's guest is none and only Shenna Tolentino-Uon from Marketing News Collective. Hi, Shenna. How are you doing today?
I am doing well. Hi, Crystal. I am honored to be here. So happy to be here.
I'm so happy that you are here with me today. But first, we have two exciting news. Let me share you that I am launching the Crystal Clear Challenge, 3-day challenge on June 14th to June 16th with the help of the very beautiful Shenna and Vanessa. And I'm also launching my Crystal Clear beta program. So that's very exciting news, isn't it?
Yeah, very exciting. And the links are going to come soon. So comment below and let us know if you're interested. So we'll get you the link once it's all ready. But yes, that's coming, and I'm so excited for you.
Oh, thank you. I'm so excited as well. I'm so scared, but at the same time, there's always fear when you don't know what you're going into. But then I'm so excited, very, very excited. So we have someone watching us today. There's Vanessa.
I mean,
Hello, Vanessa. Yes, she is excited too. Yes, we're also excited. And well, we are here today because we had Vanessa last week, and now it's your turn from the marketing news. Well, what exactly do you do, Shenna? Tell us what you do and how it works.
well, so again, I am a part of Marketing Muse Collective. My other half is Vanessa, and we're a partnership. She is on the front end of the business, where she talks to clients, she helps them succeed. She gives them ideas and all that good stuff. Where I'm on the back end, where I do a lot of building, a lot of building automations, funnels, all that good stuff. And essentially, that's how we work. And it's been an amazing ride, a little over a year, and we're we're super excited to keep on growing, actually. So
Wow. And you met during the pandemic, isn't that right?
we met during a little bit before the pandemic. We met through a Facebook group, and this is why we both value Facebook groups and are
Mhm.
very intentional about connecting with people in Facebook groups. One of the things that we value is being and engaging in Facebook groups that we like, because we met through a Facebook group, right? And so when we met in a Facebook group, we met through, we got connected there, and then we got into a virtual coffee chat, and then from there we started our own group. And from
Mm.
that group, various ideas, a lot of, just talking, getting to know each other. And
Right.
about 2.5 years into that group is when she had an idea about monetizing it. And she was like, "Oh, I met this coach, maybe we can monetize the group." And I said I'm in. And then from there, it just, it grew into what it is now, which is Marketing Views Collective.
Wow. That's a very wonderful story. And you are both very talented, very efficient women that who are helping me in my business, in growing my business as well. So why don't we get into the questions, to those very intriguing questions that we have, Shenna?
Hard questions.
Where, so if you are a superhero, who are you and why? But first, let me ask you your superpower, your greatest strength.
I have I'm a builder. And it before I was in business, I was a former engineer. I still love Legos, and sometimes my husband always jokes that, when we buy Legos, if I'm buying them for me, if I'm buying them for the boys, right? I've always been kind of, a builder in some sense, right?
Mhm.
And not necessarily a visionary, but once you give me your vision, then I can build it. And
Oh,
I feel like that has always been my superpower. And if you bring me a problem, I always want to build a solution for it. And if I can't find the solution right now, I can guarantee you that I will look for it until I can find the solution. I had a friend once who said, you're like a dog with a bone when someone comes to you with a problem, because I just can't let it go. I have to figure it out.
Oh wow. That's a very funny analogy, a dog with a bone. But it's true. But you just have to have solutions for that. And
Yeah.
it's really it's true. So, who would be your superhero?
I think my superhero, or the closest one that I could come up with, is Iron Man. So,
Mhm.
but of course, a more female version, gentler, more nurturing version of Iron Man. And it's essentially because it's all about finding solutions, right?
Right, right. So what would that be called if you are this female version of Iron Man?
Oh, I would. I don't really know, to be honest.
Okay. Well, we'll have to look for that name. Okay. So, I always ask the quote that strikes you and why you chose this quote. And you said you can always make more money, but you can never make more time. And that's a very beautiful quote. And I couldn't agree more with that. But why did you choose this one?
I think so. it- One of the things that I value is time, and for a lot of us, we've made to believe that it's money, it's possessions, it's whatever, but the reality, it is time. And ironically, one of the things, one of my favorite quotes around time, was actually Iron Man saying, you can never, no amount of money has ever bought a second of time. Iron Man said that in, I want to say, Endgame is when he said,
Mm,
because
yes.
it's true. Like, you can make all the money in the world, but when it's your time, it's your time, right? And this second and this minute, once it's gone, right? And that's kind of how I live my life. It's
Mhm.
making sure that I'm investing my time the right way, because it's literally like, once it's gone, it's gone. You can
That's
never
right.
have it back, right?
Right. And Vanessa just said a year flew by, and exactly when time it flies by so fast. And look at our kids. Your son, he's 7 now, right? And the
My
he's
oldest
10.
is 10 now. My youngest is 8.
He's 8. Oh, wow. I thought he was just 7 some time ago.
Right? Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes, that's true. And mine are already teenagers,
Right?
14, 12, and 10.
Wow.
Yeah, it really flies by so fast. So I want to ask you, when you started all this, you said you were an engineer before and now you are an entrepreneur. You had a very good um, employment before, I'm sure. But now, what is your why? Why did you change from being an employee to an entrepreneur?
You will be amazed, but it's the time, right? And essentially, uh I think this question is tied into what we value as well, right? And so
Right.
for me, my top three values are family, freedom, and impact, right? And freedom is where the time comes into, right? Freedom of time,
Right.
freedom to do whatever I want to do, freedom to work with who I want to work with, and all those things, right? But essentially, just a very short story. For the longest time, I've always wanted to be free, right? To be free from the 9 to 5, do whatever I want. But like you said,
Mhm.
I was an engineer, I was making good money, I was able to buy a house with that money, I was able to, at like 24, I had a house, and it was a good life. But
Right.
when I had kids, and my first one, when I had him, I had to drop him off to daycare because I have to work. And
Mhm.
at some point, I realized, wait a minute. In the morning, I wake him up, I get him ready, and then I drop him off. That's from 8 to 4. And then I pick him up. We have 4 to 7. and then he goes to sleep. And I
Yeah.
realize majority of that day is spent me working and him with someone else. And I was like, I don't think I could live like that, right?
Right.
And
Right.
so, and I started thinking about that, right? And I'm like, I don't think that I could do this. And then I got
Mhm.
pregnant with my second one. And I was like,
Oh,
now it's go time, right?
right.
Now you have two kids, right?
Yes.
And they're growing, and I'm gonna miss out on so many things, and I didn't want that. So when I was pregnant with my second one, that's when I hustled my butt off. Let me tell
Mhm.
you, to build a business so that I could quit my 9 to 5. So my why was them, right? Was that they were the ones who pushed me to do work to be where I am now. But essentially,
Right.
it's the freedom of time so that I could spend more time with them. Be-
Mhm.
because what they were 1 and 2 and 3, and at least their memories are, oh, mom was there.
Yes, yes. And I think it's because of your background. If we rewind a little bit, you and I, we share a little bit of the same background. Our parents left us in the Philippines when my mom and dad went abroad. So we grew up without mom and dad, and that's what motivates us to stay with them. Of course, our parents wanted the best for us. That's why they had to leave the country, but for us now we are here. I'm in Europe, you're in America, and we have the choice. The
Opportunity.
we have the opportunity exactly.
Mhm.
And so we were able to make a decision for our children. And I just love when I meet women, you like you and I and Vanessa. Vanessa said precious 5 years, those precious 5 years, the milestones, it's definitely the ones that we wouldn't want to miss.
Mhm.
And that's why us also we made a decision to start our own business here in Belgium, where when everyone around us says, why are you living, why are you doing this, you have a great job, you have stable incomes. But of course, it's time with your children cannot compare to the income that you receive from that job. But then at the same time, being an entrepreneur, you have freedom to do and to be the best that you can be, because you're not limited to what your boss is asking you, isn't it? And like you can find ways to help other entrepreneurs find solutions and and show your skills. And that's what's the best and what's really awesome being an entrepreneur. So I would like to ask you, we mentioned again when you started this journey, but so you started your journey when you got pregnant with the second one.
Yeah, when I was pregnant with
And
my
how did you start?
Uh, I love to write. I still write. A lot of it is very very personal, and so it all stays in my journal. Sometimes I would post something on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
that's a snippet of the current journal that I'm working on. But I was a blogger, and I started blogging. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Pat Flynn. Pat Flynn, he's he was a blogger, and he was also a podcaster. He has now a huge audience, and he started when the economy took a dump in 2008. He was
Mm-hmm.
an architect, I think. Um, and he was blogging about architectural certifications, all that good stuff. And so I was following him, and I was like, wait, if he's making money online, I could make money online too, right? And that's kind of how I started. But the part that I really enjoyed was, again, back to building. I built my own website, and from there I was like, wait, actually, I built my own website, my own blog, And
Mm-hmm.
that was the part that I enjoyed. And so I offered to help other friends while I was blogging to build, to build their website, to just get practice, right? And then they
Right.
said, you should get paid for this. And that was the
Mm-hmm.
first aha moment. It's like, wait, I don't have to necessarily get paid to blog. I could get paid to build websites. And so for
Right.
a while I was building websites. And then, and then you learn funnels. And then you're like, wait, now I could do funnels and I could build funnels from anywhere. I tried lead pages, click funnels. And for
Mm-hmm.
the longest time, I was building funnels with WordPress because I thought that was the easiest way to pivot. And then I learned Facebook ads, I learned Google ads to grow an audience for my blog. That's where it
Mm-hmm.
started because I had, I was an engineer, I was making good money, I had disposable income, I was running my own ads to grow an audience. Um,
Right.
and essentially eventually I grew an audience in the fitness industry that I sold to someone else just because I am not a blogger. I don't think that I could blog, but I could run ads, I could build
Right.
a website, I could build a funnel, right? And so that's kind of where all of that started. And again, just kind of honing into the builder in me, right? The finder of solution in me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now, so I still manage and run ads on one of my brands is Grateful Solutions. Marketing Muse Collective, we are all about funnels, helping entrepreneurs like you, like build automation so that you can run your business and have more time. Again, back to time, right?
Right.
So you can have the freedom to live and run your life the way you need to without having to worry about where is this lead going, where are they getting the emails and all that good stuff.
Right. Right. Oh, that's wow. That's woof. And that's a very exciting journey. And it's true. Many people start when there's the financial crisis, like the person you mentioned, and us. I started our business started the cleaning business. I mean, we started after the financial crisis in 2008. I was an employee then, and I was let go, and we have these two children, and we are said, okay, what do we do next? And we were not I wasn't ready to leave them in a daycare, because like you, I didn't want to work and just pay for the daycare with my salary. So I wanted to be with them, stay with them, and see them grow. And that's why we had this idea of starting our own cleaning business, because it was booming at that time. And somebody told us, why don't you start this? And it's an easy business, we can help you with that. And so we jumped in, and we didn't know anything about it, but we learned on the way. And now it's been 11 years, because we really started in 2012, so it's now 11 years this year. And we have 150 people working for us, and it's just an amazing journey. It wasn't easy, definitely not easy, but it's all worth it, because we give value, we help other people, and we get to spend time with our kids. We
Right.
see them grow, we see the milestones, and time just goes so fast, and we wouldn't change anything about it. So if you are a person working 9 to 5, come on, it's not, jump in, just go out of your comfort zone, and just do what your heart's telling you to do, and be an entrepreneur, and be yourself, and help other people as well. So I'm going to ask you one more question, and this is a very, very, well, I might say controversial, because there are so many answers to this question. Would you say that you are already successful in your work and in your life?
The short answer is yes. Um, but that doesn't mean that I don't want more, right? That I don't want more, make more money, right? There's nothing wrong with that, right?
Right.
To live the life that I want to live, right? Um, and it's funny that I say yes, that I am successful, because if you ask me maybe yesterday, I would probably say no, just because it we really kind of have to look at this in perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was working a 9 to 5. The only thing I wanted was to quit my job, right? And then and and my personality is always like, what's next? What's next? What's next? And if you had asked me, and the reason why I said if you had asked me yesterday, I probably would say no, is because I was always looking forward. I was always like, what's next? What's next? What's next? But before we got into this discussion, you asked about marketing, marketing Muse Collective,
Right.
and when I was telling you that it's only been a year and a half and it's already growing, and we're already, we're already we're still growing. And the
Right.
reality is that I we need to celebrate that. There's always going to be more, right?
Right.
We're always going to want more. Of course, we're going to always going to want
Right.
more, right? But the reality is, a year ago, if you ask me and Vanessa that question, we would probably
Mm-hmm.
be like, probably not.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is, we are successful right now. Of course, we're going to want more, right?
Right.
And I think the message here is that celebrate where you are now, because a year ago, a month ago, you were probably dreaming to be where you want to be right now.
Ah, yes, definitely.
Of
Right.
course, you're gonna want more. Of course, have goals. Of course, have something to look forward to. But celebrate where you are now. And I think that's a message for me too, right? I need to celebrate what's going on now, and acknowledge that, yes, this is successful. Yes, this is
Definitely.
growing. Of course,
Yes. Yes. So definitely celebrate each moment because we never know what will happen tomorrow. But
right. And this
you
goes back
are
to
where you are right now
Vanessa's
because of
quote.
yesterday.
Vanessa's quote, right? Today is a
Right. Yes, that's true. Well, what are the best practices that you could give and that we could implement immediately and daily to be successful, Shenna?
uh, um one best practice would be to use a calendar. My
Mm-hmm.
life runs in a calendar. And Vanessa knows this about me. And I was actually just telling someone this is, and the reason for that is, you want to think about the lifestyle that you want to live, and you put that on the calendar. You block any days that you don't want to talk to people. Vanessa and I, one of the things that we're gonna implement for the second year of Marketing Muse Collective is minimizing Friday meetings, right? And so
Mm-hmm.
that way we're at Friday at 12, no more meetings. We get to spend time with our family, with our kids, all this and that. And
Right.
it's just less, it's just less stress going into the weekend, right? So that's one of the things that we're implementing, and we're putting that in the calendar. We're going to block it off in the calendar so no one could schedule those days with us, right? And my life runs in a calendar. So like, if you look at my calendar, you see there's meditation, workout, everything goes in the calendar. It's a
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, that's great. Well, I still need to use that calendar because I like what happened the other day. I missed my phone, so I don't remember. But actually, it's true. Having a rhythm or a schedule really helps you plan your day ahead and be more effective and more efficient and succeed even quicker because it's not messed up, it's not tangled, and you have structure. So it's really a good best practice. Are there more that you would like to add?
Um, that the calendar is one. Having a solid morning routine is also one of the things that I kind of have to build into my life, and definitely one of the things that I feel you know have added to my success is, um uh, i i I do 10 movements of something, whether that's 10 squats, 10 push-ups, something. It just gets the blood flowing. And
Mm-hmm.
then I meditate and pray. And then I do morning pages, which is basically journaling. Those are what I call the 3 M's in my morning routine.
Oh, wow. So meditate and pray, movement,
Mhm.
10 movements a day. So 10 squats, is that enough?
Yeah, 10 squats, 10 push, yeah, just 10 of anything, and it's essentially just to get the blood flowing, right? It's not an exercise, it's just 10 of something.
Hmm. And morning prayer. Oh, yes.
Morning pages.
Morning pages.
Mhm.
That's so how long do you do that? Is it in an hour, two
No,
hours?
15 minutes. It's a 15-minute, it's a 15-minute, and essentially, it used to be longer, but and it's just shortened up because for efficiency's sake, right? Some days I have 30 minutes, so I write longer. I do a 15-minute meditation instead of a 10-minute meditation, and all
Mm-hmm.
that. So if I have time, then I push it to 30 minutes. But in my calendar, it's a 15-minute scheduled every day.
Okay.
Mhm.
So even the meditation, the movement, the morning prayer, morning journaling, it's in your journal, it's in your calendar.
Yes.
So you block that out, and okay, that's really great. And so so if I will can recap, so the best practices that you mentioned are having a calendar, so blocking out all everything that you
Every
need to do during the day, and if possible, so have the weekends off, really, even from Friday you mentioned being off the grid, so no scheduling of meetings, to have the best time with your children, with your family, to have family time. And that's exactly, I couldn't agree more with that. My employees in the office are our family, our best friends, my children's ninangs,
yeah,
godmothers.
right.
And so we have been working together for 11 years
Mm,
now.
wow.
And the number one rule that I have, and that's why it's working with us, is once we're outside the office, we don't talk about work. We talk about anything else and everything else, but we never talk about work. And if there are people coming to us asking us about work outside the office, we'll just say the office is open from 9 to 5 every Monday to Friday. Other than that, we're here to enjoy.
Nice.
And it's, in the beginning, people are like, oh my gosh, I've never seen anybody like this, or she's so suplada, or something like
Mhm.
that.
Right.
But actually, that's putting boundaries,
Mhm.
and it's very healthy boundaries for
Yep.
me. And
Yep.
that's why we do not have any clash, because we never, it's difficult to mix work and friendship, but for us it really works. So it's because we have these boundaries, and I think it's healthy.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's why blocking the days. So for me, 9 to 5 is office work, and for them also. And afterwards, we go out for dinner, we go eat together, we spend our weekends together. But that's our time together as friends, and that's really very healthy.
Mhm.
So the best practice is blocking out in your calendar. So putting healthy boundaries, scheduling, and use solid morning routines. That's the second one. So
Mhm.
meditating and prayer, 10 movements a day, 10 squats, 10 push-up, 10
Mhm.
sit-ups.
Movement. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That, would it be 10, no, not 10 songs, because 10 songs is equals to 30 minutes.
It's a lot.
So, and morning journaling, but because it's really important to journal and be thankful and grateful for everything that you receive. Is there something else that you would like to add as a crystal clear gem that you can share to our viewers, Shenna? We are coming to an end. It's an already 30 minutes past our conversation. It's so fast. Like
Right?
what we said
Time.
earlier, time flies when you're having fun, when you're with friends. It's really It's really amazing, and I'm so happy and blessed to have you with me in the Crystal Clear show.
I am so I'm honored to be here. I think my last advice, or crystal clear gem, is as you build boundaries, right, and as you build whether that's using a calendar, you can use something else with whatever you have. As you build boundaries, make sure that it's the lifestyle that you want, right, and you're building it around the lifestyle that you want, right, um, and the lifestyle that works for you, right? Because essentially, we are here, we're entrepreneurs, we're building
Mhm.
businesses, growing businesses, so that it works with our lifestyle, right? So that it works for our lifestyle, not our lifestyle working for it, right?
Mhm.
Not that so we can be in social media 24/7 trying to get leads, trying to not,
Mhm.
so that's not why we build a business, right?
Right.
So think about what your ideal lifestyle looks like, and then build boundaries around that. So just a quick example for me, I want to be available for my kids, right? So one of the things that I block in our calendar is when I pick up my kids, and sometimes they have school plays, they have school events, so I block those in the calendar, right? Because my
Right.
life and the lifestyle that I want to live is to be available for them.
Mhm.
So think about.
That's beautiful. Yes. So block, or not necessarily, well, actually, yeah, block the lifestyle that you want, not build boundaries around that lifestyle. Ex- that's definitely, I couldn't agree more, because like I said, from 9 to 5, you can reach me. And Saturdays and Sundays, I'm off. You will not see me. I might be on Facebook, but I will not be posting on Facebook about my business or whatsoever, because I want to have quality time with my family, with my children, and with everybody around me, and not spend time with them, and be on my phone answering requests and everything else. And that's how building a very successful entrepreneurial, how journey, and how to build a successful business is having healthy boundaries.
Right.
Thank you so much, Shenna and Vanessa, for watching, for staying with us. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to Crystal Clear Show. Where you are doesn't matter, where you are going does. So
Mhm.
remember to get crystal clear wherever you go. And I'm reminding you, I am launching a 3-day challenge on June 14 to 16. And I'm also launching a Crystal Clear Beta program. We are sending information soon. And if you have any questions on launching your business, DM me, and I will be very happy to help you and journey with you and start a 6-figure, 7-figure business with you. Thank you again, Shenna. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye,
Goodbye.
everyone.